Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is The Cellar Dog from 1953, so let's get started. Born at sea in the tent of a galley, the sailor was a dog. Sculptor was his name. After that, he lived on a farm, but Sculptor, born at sea, was a sailor, and when he grew up, he wanted to go to sea. So he went to look for something to go in. He found a little submarine. All aboard, they called. It was going down under the sea, but Sculptor did not want to go under the sea. He found a little car. All aboard, they called. It was going over the land, but Sculptor did not want to go over the land. Sculptor was a sailor. He wanted to go to sea, so Sculptor went over the hill and far away until he came to the sea. Over the hill and far away was the ocean, and on the ocean was a ship. The ship was about to go over the sea. It blew all its whistles. All aboard, they called. All ashore that are going ashore. All aboard. So Sculptor went to sea. The ship began to move slowly along. The wind blew it. In his ship, Sculptor had a little room. In his room, Sculptor had a hook for his hat, and a hook for his rope, and a hook for his handkerchief, and a hook for his pants, and a hook for his spyglasses, and a place for his shoes, and a bunk for a bed to put himself in. At night, Sculptor threw the anchor into the sea, and it went down to his little room. He put his hat on the hook for his hat, and his rope on the hook for his rope, and his pants on the hook for his pants, and his spyglasses on the hook for his spyglasses. He put his shoes under the bed and got into bed, which was a bunk, and went to sleep. It was a treasure to Sculptor. He was an old-fashioned toolbox with hammers and nails and an axe and a saw. Everything he needed to build himself a house. So Sculptor started to build a house all by himself out of driftwood. He built a door and a window and a roof and a porch and a floor, all out of driftwood, and found some red bricks and built a big red chimney. And then he lit a fire, and the smoke went up the chimney. Then the star came out, and he was sleepy, so he built a bed of branches, and he jumped into his deep green bed and went to sleep. As he slept, he dreamed if he could build a house, he would mend the hole in the ship. So the next day, at low tide, he took his toolbox and waded out and hammered planks across the hole in his ship. At last, the ship was fixed, so he sailed away until he came to a seaport in a foreign land. By now, his clothes was all worn and ripped and torn and blown to pieces. His coat was torn, his hat was blown away, and his shoes was all worn out, and his handkerchief was ripped. Only his pants was still good. So he went ashore to buy some clothes at the Army and Navy shore and some fresh oranges. He bought a coat. He found a red one too small. He found a blue one just right. It had brass buttons on it. Then he went to buy a hat. He found a purple one too silly. He found a white one just right. He needed new shoes. He found some yellow ones too small. He found some red ones too fancy. then he found some white ones just right. Here he is with his new hat on, and with his new shoes on, and with his new coat on, with his shiny brass buttons. He has a can of polish and a clothes to in the craft to keep them shiny. And he has a new clean handkerchief and new ropes and a bristle of oranges. And now Sculptor wanted to go back to his ship, so he goes there. His song. I am Sculptor the sailor dog. I am Sculptor the sailor dog. I can sail in a gale right over a well, under full sail in a fog. I am Sculptor the dog. Sculptor the sailor dog. I am Sculptor the sailor dog with a shake in the snort. I can sail in a port under a full sail in a fog. So that was a sailor dog from 1953. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.